All right, guys, lines in. 29 anglers in this tournament. A bunch signed up last night while I was hanging out with Mr. Roast Beef. And yeah, so we are on the water. We are on the northern part of Cayuga. I launched out of a ramp called Mudlock. It's just below the last lock on the river system. And I've already seen a bunch of bass blowing up on topwater. A bunch of excitement been happening already. This morning's been a long morning. I do want to say, I found out it's duck season, so our campground kind of sounds like a war zone, being right next to a river. On top of it, we stayed at a campground that is a party campground, so we had people yelling and screaming all night. So I'm running on very little sleep overall, but that's okay because we're out here to do a tournament. We're out here to catch as many fish as we possibly can. I actually have a head start on my boy Bobby because he has to come down through the river and the locks don't open until 8 o'clock. So he's not able to come down here yet. This area that I'm starting, I'm gonna show you guys on the map right here. It's different than I expected. I thought for sure that this was gonna be a small little area, that there wasn't gonna be a ton of space in here and that I wasn't gonna be able to spend much time, but I'll be honest, this is like a lake in itself. So I'm really impressed with this and I'm very happy with how this is because there is a huge high grass edge right here with submergent wood. It looks like it does shallow up quite a bit. And then you're looking at submergent grass, a bunch of different docks. Looks like there's a marina over here. And then there's a wood line. There's a lot of space here. It's a pretty big lake overall. I'm actually surprised how large this area is. And I'm very, very happy about that because the goal today, for those of you who haven't been following this series, may not be familiar with it, today's goal is we're out here to catch as many 12 to 17 inch bass as we possibly can. That is ultimately how we're gonna win this tournament. It's called a slot tournament. Every fish counts. So it's not just catch one, catch two, or catch five. It's literally every fish in that window counts, and the person with the biggest total at the end wins. Now, this is not just a local tournament. It is a nationwide tournament. So I've got people all the way in California. I've got people from all over the country fishing this event. So I'm not just competing against people in New York. I'm not just competing against my friends. I'm competing against a lot of people right now. And that's the goal right now, is just to try to get as many little fish. I'm gonna spin my way through some of these shallows because, like I said, I've seen a lot of fish blowing up on the surface. And I wanna see if I can get on a school of like 12 inches. And if I can, then I'm gonna pick it apart and then I'm gonna work my way into a little bit deeper water later. Really, the thing about a slot tournament that's interesting is that it's really not a big fish tournament. You really wanna try to find those fish that you normally skip over, the ones you normally avoid, because they are so small. But in this type of tournament, usually those 12 inches hang out together. So you really want to try to focus on getting those schools of little fish, picking them all apart. And then once you get them all picked apart, move on to the next school and just keep doing that, repeating the process throughout the whole day. The last time I did one of these, I took third. So we're going to see if I can pull it off again. right, guys, so I am heading back to the ramp. It is starting to get real nasty, and I'm not really interested in getting beat up out here. I'm not even on the main lake yet. This area that I'm in is just too shallow, too grassy to really be able to effectively fish, and I need to be in deeper water. But we're starting to get, like, I don't know, 2s and 3s already building. If you guys can kind of see, like, I'm bouncing out here pretty good, and the wind's not supposed to die down. If anything, it's supposed to pick up later. So I'm making an executive decision. I'm willing to sacrifice some time to go back to the river. I had a lot of fun in that river. I enjoyed it. It was kind of peaceful, and I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of beat right back to the boat ramp. We're gonna load up. I'm gonna partially load up. I'm gonna leave some stuff kind of set up and run back to the campground real quick, launch into the river and start fishing again, because it's starting to become almost a safety hazard at this point. And I'll admit, I'm being kind of a wimp, and I fished way worse conditions, but this is a bigger body of water. It's an unknown body of water, and I just don't really want to risk getting caught in a big windstorm and not being able to get back, things like that. So we're gonna call it right here. We're gonna head back to shore. We're gonna load the kayak up. We're gonna hit the river by the campground and see if I can find some fish through there like I did yesterday, or in your guys' case in episode 1. So yeah, I guess Cayuga will have to wait till tomorrow. I'm back. Sucked. Dude, it was like 3-foot waves in the first bay. And I'm like, nah. And the wind was picking up more and more. It got to the point where, like, I couldn't turn. You know when you, like, turn your rudder all the way and you're still going the opposite way and there's nothing I was like, fuck this. It's like, if I'm gonna be pushed, I'm gonna be pushed by current. And the thing is, that first bay is like mostly like 4 feet deep with 4 feet of grass. So I couldn't even really like fish it because it was hard to get anything through it, and it's thick. So I was like, screw that. And then literally I get about halfway back to the ramp and here comes Bobby. They're coming back too. So I'm kind of glad I didn't go out on the main lake, because if he's coming back with the boat, I definitely wouldn't want to have been out there with the freaking kayak. Yeah. The thing was it was like, it started out like this, and I was like, okay, this is fine, this is manageable. And then they started building into rollers, and then they started changing direction, and I'm like, I don't want to go any further, and I don't like the area I'm in, so I better make a decision, because I can't keep fishing this, and if I go bigger lake, I'm gonna be screwed if this continues. So I was like, screw it, I'm gonna come back here where at least I know I caught fish at least once. So oh, there we go. Oh my god, I didn't blink, guys. Oh no, get my net. Get my net. Okay, I think that might be a 12. Jesus Christ, dude. I hope, yeah, it's definitely 12. Okay. Phone. You got good timing, dude. You got good timing. Because I just caught my first fish and I was getting really pissed off that I hadn't caught one yet. I said I just caught my first fish of the day. Dude, I was getting fucking so angry. Like 13 and a half, so it counts. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to quantify how much sucking at fishing I did today. It was frustrating. I threw every possible combination of bait. I threw just so much stuff, and I'm physically exhausted. I haven't eaten today. I haven't literally done much. My body hurts. This is probably one of the biggest defeats I've had in fishing in a very, very long time. But you know, that's how it goes. And I want you guys to learn from this, and that's why you're seeing this video. You know, I could just choose not to make a video, but in reality, guys, it really is important to understand that, you know, you don't win every tournament. You don't catch fish on every trip. And that's not what this trip was about to begin with. But also, I'm a competitor, and I'm not willing to, you know, really back down until I've really been defeated. And at this point, even if I were to get on some fish, there's about 10 minutes left of the tournament. There's no way for me to possibly get back into anything that's in the course of, you know, winning money. And I'm at the point now where I'm just sore, tired, and I'm ready to go have some beer, hang out. Probably gonna talk to the others about, you know, what they did and what our plan is for the rest of the weekend. We still got 2 more days here. So tomorrow is, I don't know, it's a wild card day. We're probably gonna go fish somewhere. I very well might jump in the beef boat and just go ride around with him. And it might be a little bit of something different to do, just to kind of get a little bit of a break from pedaling. But yeah, so I'm gonna head back to the ramp. We're gonna load this kayak up and then let you guys join in on the post-tournament festivities. Stop recording.
I think you guys are gonna get a very rare chance at seeing Nicholas fucking wasted.
Like white girl wasted?
Like fucking.
Oh, I've seen
wasted.
Nicholas wasted.
I've
seen Nicholas wasted.
I was drunk in Columbus.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't wasted. We're talking wasted.
I had a few cocktails that night in Columbus, but I was more sober than.
Hi, Mike. Hope you had fun today. Sorry about your back hurting. Oh. Hi, all the BinyaOutDoors followers. We're fishing. Fishing by the river. Oh, little pop skis. Little pop action. Come on. All right. There she goes. Look at that. No, you didn't. I just turned the camera on. Bobby's on. It's a little bag. Bobby, show the people. Go show them.
Oh,
Go put your name on it.
I'm putting my name on this in fucking lights, baby. And fucking lights. Look at this. This is the biggest of the day for me.
What you gonna do about it?
This one's for bass fishing sucks.